can go down that way.
I'm going this way.
So this track goes down, 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 down until the little creek that goes between the ridges, which is right here. And if you keep going that way, it goes for a little bit and then it just dies out. And so if you do follow dry bush track, you will be able to cut through to farm track, but it doesn't lead to Summit Road, so you will have to cut through to farm track or just return back if that's what you want. I do not recommend drinking that water at all. Anyways, so we just came from there, and we're going down towards the bush, towards the trees. So, and we'll eventually end up at the car park. Let's go for another jog. So we came from there, zigzag down, and down this way now. And all of these trees, all of these bushes that are spiky, they're actually blackberries. I'm not sure if they're blackberries or boysenberries, one of those. I have a feeling they're blackberries, even though I've held my my belief that they're boysenberries for so long, it's hard to admit that they're actually blackberries. What do you guys think? Are these boysenberries or blackberries? There's no berries left for you to actually tell, but that's all that's left pretty much. Oh, okay, there's a couple left of those. Yeah, this track is more popular with like people with families and kids because, well, they're not aiming for a run, they're just aiming to have a nice walk and explore. So if you have like dogs or kids, dogs or kids, you like how I pair those together. This is a very nice track because there's much more to look around and explore rather than just a dry, boring track that goes up, up, up. This used to be one of my favorite spots, and the reason I say used to be is because before you couldn't walk through this way. Before there was like a huge tree stump. I actually have some pictures, not the best pictures, but I have some pictures of it, and I'll show you. Yeah, so the stump was like literally like through, but this is not even it. They removed the big one. There was like a very, very thick tree trunk just like sitting across, and if you wanted to climb over you had to use that. But they cleared it all out a couple of years ago and made a path, which is cool. I mean, it's nice. It's more accessible now, but I really like to walk over that thing. as you can feel, there is no wind here, which is the main reason I chose this track today. And usually there's a bunch of fantails all around here, but I don't see them right now. For some reason they're not here. Usually there's a bunch of fantails. And my batteries. And my battery's at like 10%. So I don't know if I'll make it there without changing my battery. So far I've only had this one battery on the GoPro Max for today, and it seems okay. Let's see. Maybe the less I push buttons, the better it will be. Another little pond. You can already see the carpet from here. Oh, there are some fantails. Now my battery is gonna drain because it's 360. So here's another little intersection. So that's another very nice track that leads up. If you run it, it takes about 7 minutes from here. But we're gonna go through the Gorge Track. That means we're going down that way. Down that way. I mean, yeah, I led you guys up today via the Dry Ridge Track, and we cut into farm track. But if you're really keen for a longer warm-up, instead of going up for 10 stores, you can come this way. And it's way longer, so if you don't have the time, I really don't suggest it. But if you do have the time for it and you want to have some extra exercise, go up, down, left, right, over some rocks, under some tree trunks, or over some tree trunks, I guess. Then of course you can come up this way. It's a very pleasant little walk. Oh, look at that! There he is. Hey, hello. Hey. You're so cute. He doesn't like me. He's trying to steer me away from his territory. Okay. better to step on the rocks. It's just very nice and calm and peaceful when it's still morning and it's winter and the sun is shining so low, even though it's almost midday. Yeah, you can hear the fantails all around. Yeah, this track, this one that we're doing right now, is definitely not for like running, because it's just so beautiful that I want to stay at a single spot, and it takes me 3 times longer to get somewhere. But yeah, let's keep going. It's always so nice and warm here, even on a cold winter day. The trees really keep, and all the foliage really keeps the warmth. It's nice. As I said, there's many rocks up and down, left, right, swerving. So if you're looking for just run without any of this functional warm-up, just cut through to the track. Okay, so this way, that's where they do the rock climbing. But the tracks do meet eventually, so. Those are swallows, not fantails. Yeah, you get swallows, fantails, sometimes doves even, because, not doves, sorry, pigeons. Pigeons are not doves. Pigeons at the rock on the rocks, hiding in the caves somewhere up there and stuff like that. So that's the connection between the tracks. And this track leads to a cave, but I'll leave that for next time. It's a pretty cool cave though. So shall I do that silly thing that YouTubers do and be like, hey, if you want to see the if you want to see the cave in the next video, put a thumbs up and a comment below so I know you guys actually want to see it, which is probably, what is this stick doing here? Not true, because I'm not getting any views anyways. Like, I'm just doing it for myself. I don't mind. Oh, look at that over here. This is where we started today. Back to where it all started. So you may remember this. We crossed that little bridge, and from here we went left to the dry ridge track, and we went all the way up, cutting through 10 stories And now we came back through the other way. So there we go. Now for the exit. It's so bright outside compared to inside the bush. There we go. So where you can see the yelling kids, that's a good indicator of where Gorge Track is, where you cut through. Otherwise it would be very hard to see where the track is, but there's people yelling there. You can definitely tell where it is. So there you go. That's our little Gorge Track. Accessed from the Gorge Track, and then we returned back through the Gorge Track from a different end. So, let me know. And of course, that's the car park. So we're gonna call that a day. Let's just have another quick look through the map, shall we? So, starting off from here, we walked and we warmed up through the ridge track, and then we started running from here, and we ran all the way up here. And Lamar Track is that loop that I talked about before, so let me know if you want me to film that, as well as the walk all the way up here. And the elevation there is a lot higher, so it's a very beautiful view. You can see 360 of around everywhere. You can see the Littleton, you can see Birdlings Flat, it's beautiful, and all of Christchurch. And then on the way back down, we went, and from here, instead of going back down the same way we came, we went down to the Gorge Track and came around that way. All roads lead to Rome. It's all connected. One more thing I noticed, how cool, they made another little bike stand here. When I used to bike here, I had to chain my bike to one of the woods there, but now they have a nice bike stand. How good. they even titled it Bikes. Just in case it's not obvious enough, right? So next time you're in Christchurch, this is definitely one of the tracks that is a go-to, especially if you're here on a very windy day. Mount Vernon Park, right next to St. Martin's School. Beautiful track.